The subconscious mind is like fertile soil, always ready to receive the seeds you plant into it. Every thought, every emotion, every belief you impress upon it just before sleep goes deep into the unseen realm where ideas take root and eventually manifest in your life. This is why the moments before you drift into slumber are sacred. At that time, your conscious mind grows quiet, and your subconscious becomes open, receptive, and pliable. If you end your day replaying failures, reliving arguments, or worrying about bills, you are sowing seeds of lack, fear, and limitation. Those seeds will sprout into circumstances that match the feelings you held. But if you end your day with thoughts of abundance, success, and gratitude, you are planting seeds of prosperity that will grow and bear fruit in your waking life. You are not trying to force these seeds to grow. You are simply trusting the law of mind, which is as dependable as the law of gravity. The subconscious cannot argue or reason. It simply accepts whatever is given to it with feeling. This is why it is essential to guard the mental images you dwell on before falling asleep. You must learn to deliberately choose the pictures you wish to see become real in your world. Imagine that your subconscious is a faithful servant who works tirelessly through the night, arranging circumstances, connecting you to opportunities, and guiding you toward inspired action without you even knowing it. Your only role before sleep is to give it the blueprint you desire. If that blueprint is filled with wealth, joy, and confidence, it will work to bring you matching experiences. Many people live in cycles of lack because they unknowingly impress their subconscious with fear and doubt each night, thinking about unpaid bills, problems, and failures. They wake to find more of the same because they have been faithfully reproducing the very thoughts that keep them bound. But the moment you understand that you have the power to choose your last thoughts of the day, you take control of your inner creative process. You might spend a few minutes imagining yourself holding a check for an amount you desire, walking into your dream home, or hearing the words, "You've been approved." You might feel the joy of financial freedom, the peace of knowing your needs are met, and the excitement of unexpected blessings coming your way. The stronger the feeling, the more powerful the seed. Do not worry about whether your current reality matches your vision. Remember, the subconscious mind does not differentiate between what is real and what is vividly imagined with feeling. What you hold as true in the quiet of your mind will, in time, become visible in the outer world. Each night, you have the opportunity to plant a new harvest for your future. See your subconscious mind as a silent partner who never sleeps, who works faithfully to bring you the very things you believe you deserve. When you train yourself to end every day with thoughts of wealth, abundance, and success, you will wake up to days that reflect Ho's very qualities. This is not magic. It is the natural law of cause and effect working in the realm of the mind. The cause is the thought you hold with feeling before sleep. The effect is the life you live after waking. So make the moments before sleep your most intentional, your most inspired, and your most aligned with the life you truly want. In time, you will find that the world around you begins to reflect the wealth you first saw in the world within. Gratitude is the golden key that unlocks the door to abundance. And when it is practiced before sleep, it magnifies its power. The subconscious mind thrives on the emotional charge behind our thoughts. And gratitude is one of the highest vibrations you can offer. When you end your day in genuine thankfulness, you signal to your subconscious that you are already living in a state of plenty. This mental and emotional state attracts more of what matches it, for like attracts like. Even if your current circumstances are far from what you desire, gratitude allows you to shift your focus from what is lacking to what is already present, creating an inner wealth that begins to draw outer wealth. It is not about pretending problems do not exist, but about choosing to place your energy on the blessings you do have, however small they may seem. The feeling of gratitude before sleep acts like a magnet, drawing more circumstances into your life that will cause you to feel that same emotion. This is why people who practice nightly gratitude often notice small, unexpected blessings appearing in their lives. An unexpected gift, a sudden opportunity, a chance encounter that leads to something greater. These moments are not coincidences. They are the result of planting seeds of thankfulness that the subconscious then brings to life. The key is to make this practice sincere and heartfelt, not mechanical. Simply listing things you are grateful for without feeling will not carry the same power. You must allow the emotion to rise within you until it becomes almost tangible. As you lie in bed, think of 3 to 5 things from your day that you truly appreciate. It could be something as simple as a kind word from a stranger, the taste of your favorite meal, or the comfort of your home. As you recall these moments, let yourself relive the feelings they brought you. See them vividly in your mind and feel the joy, peace, or contentment they gave you. Then, go beyond the events of the day and express gratitude for the things you desire. As T-ho, they have already arrived. Thank the universe for the financial abundance, the successful career, the loving relationships, and the health you are now experiencing. This may feel unusual at first, but it is a powerful way of signaling to your subconscious that these desires are part of your current reality. The subconscious mind accepts the picture you give it without questioning whether it is true in the outer world and in time. It works to align your reality with that inner vision. When gratitude is combined with faith, it becomes a creative force that shapes your future. The act of giving thanks for something you have not yet received is a declaration of belief that it is already yours in the unseen realm. This belief releases resistance and opens the way for manifestation. The more consistently you practice gratitude before sleep, the more you reprogram your mind to expect good things. Over time, this expectation becomes a natural state, and your life begins to reflect it. What once seemed impossible becomes ordinary, and what once felt out of reach becomes part of your everyday experience. This is not because of luck, but because you have shifted the dominant vibration of your mind. Night after night, you have been sowing seeds of thankfulness, and now you are living in the harvest. By ending each day with gratitude, you not only improve the quality of your sleep, but also set the stage for a richer, more fulfilling life. Your dreams become sweeter, your mornings more hopeful, and your days filled with increasing evidence that you are supported, blessed, and abundantly provided for. This is the quiet, yet powerful transformation that occurs when you make gratitude your nightly ritual. Visualization is the art of seeing with the mind what you desire to experience in reality. And when done before sleep, it becomes a potent creative force. The subconscious mind does not distinguish between what is vividly imagined and what is actually experienced. So when you consistently picture your desires in detail, it begins to work on bringing them into manifestation. Before drifting off, your mind enters a state between wakefulness and sleep called the hypnagogic state, where the conscious mind relaxes and the subconscious becomes more receptive. This is the perfect time to feed it the images you want it to bring forth. When you visualize at night, you are essentially programming your mind to accept your desires as already real. And because the subconscious operates on belief and repetition, it will look for ways to align your outer circumstances with the inner vision you have created. The key to effective visualization is to make it as vivid and emotionally charged as possible. You must engage all your senses, not just sight. See the details clearly. The colors, the textures, the lighting. Hear the sounds that would be present in that scene. Feel the sensations in your body, the temperature in the air, the comfort of your surroundings. If your goal is financial abundance, imagine yourself holding a bank statement with the exact amount you desire. Feel the texture of the paper. Hear the rustle as you unfold it. Sense the relief and joy that fills your chest. If your desire is a dream home, picture yourself walking through its rooms, running your hands along the walls, hearing the creak of the floors or the hum of the appliances, smelling the scent of fresh flowers on the counter. The more real it feels, the more power you give to the image. Emotional intensity is what impresses the subconscious most deeply, so it's not enough to merely see the image. You must feel it as though it's happening now. When your heart is moved, your subconscious accepts the image as truth and begins orchestrating circumstances to make it so. This is why visualization before sleep is so powerful. You end your day in alignment with your desires, and your subconscious continues to work on them while you sleep. During those hours, it connects ideas, draws on resources, and opens pathways you might never consciously consider. Many people find that after a period of nightly visualization, opportunities begin to appear in unexpected ways. A chance meeting, a sudden inspiration, or a situation that seems like pure coincidence, but is in fact the result of the inner work they have done. Consistency is key. Visualizing once or twice may plant a seed, but to bring it to full growth, you must nurture it regularly. Night after night, you water that vision by reliving it in your mind, reinforcing your belief that it is already yours. Over time, your subconscious begins to treat this imagined reality as the dominant picture and will work tirelessly to align your actions, thoughts, and environment to match it. Doubt and fear may still arise, but when your inner vision is stronger than your doubts, the outer world eventually bends to match it. This is the law of mind and manifestation at work. By the time your desire becomes visible in the physical world, it will feel natural and inevitable because you have already lived it countless times in your imagination. Visualizing before sleep is not about wishing passively. It's about stepping into the reality you want as if it's already here, allowing the subconscious to bridge the gap between imagination and experience. It is a sacred time each night when you shape your future with the paintbrush of your mind, creating in the unseen what will soon be seen. When this becomes a habit, your life begins to take on the shape of your visions, and the dreams that once seemed far away begin to greet you in the waking world. Gratitude before sleep is one of the most transformative habits you can cultivate because it shifts your vibration from a state of wanting and lack into a state of having and abundance. The law of attraction responds to the energy you radiate, and gratitude is a magnet for more blessings. When you end your day by focusing on what you already have, you signal to the universe that you are open to receiving more. The subconscious mind works most powerfully on repetition and emotional charge. And when you combine those with heartfelt appreciation, you imprint a deep sense of abundance that continues to grow. As you prepare for sleep, take a few minutes to mentally list everything you can be thankful for, big or small. Think of the roof over your head, the food you have eaten, the people who care for you, the opportunities that have come your way, even the lessons you've learned through challenges. Gratitude is not about pretending everything is perfect, but about acknowledging that even in imperfection, there are gifts. This acknowledgement shifts your focus away from problems and towards possibilities. When you practice gratitude before sleep, you create a gentle bridge between the events of the day and the visions of your desired future. Instead of going to bed with thoughts of stress, lack, or frustration, you go to sleep with a heart that feels full. This changes the frequency of your thoughts, which in turn changes what your subconscious continues to work on during the night. If you fall asleep worrying, your mind continues to turn over problems while you rest. But if you fall asleep in gratitude, your subconscious works on creating more reasons for you to be grateful. This is why so many people who adopt this nightly practice find that their mood, energy, and circumstances begin to improve in noticeable ways. Gratitude also has a way of dissolving resistance. Often, when people desire wealth, success, or love, they unknowingly resist it by focusing on what they lack or by feeling unworthy. Gratitude removes this barrier because it teaches you to focus on what you already possess and to recognize that you are already in a flow of receiving. The more you feel that you already have, the more the universe reflects that back to you. When you thank life for what is here now, you step into alignment with the principle that, to him who has, more will be given. This is not just a spiritual truth, it's a mental truth. The mind trained to see blessings will keep finding them, and in finding them, it will attract more. Another powerful way to deepen your gratitude practice before sleep is to feel the emotion in your body. Don't just think, "I'm grateful." Pause and let yourself truly feel the warmth, the joy, the relief, or the love that comes from recognizing your blessings. This embodied gratitude imprints more strongly on your subconscious than mere words. You can even combine this with visualization. Picture your desires as already fulfilled, and then give thanks for them as if they are part of your current reality. For example, if you are desiring financial abundance, imagine checking your account and seeing the amount you dream of, and then say in your heart, "Thank you that this is mine now." That gratitude seals the vision with emotional power and sends a clear signal to your subconscious that it is already accomplished. Doing this nightly creates a momentum that compounds over time. At first, you may have to remind yourself to shift your thoughts before bed, but as you continue, it becomes second nature. Soon, the last thoughts you have before sleep are filled with thankfulness, and you wake up in the morning, carrying that same energy forward into your day. Gratitude before sleep is not only about manifesting material wealth, it is also about training your mind to dwell on abundance in every area of life. When this becomes your dominant vibration, your relationships, health, and opportunities begin to flourish as well. You are no longer simply reacting to life. You are intentionally shaping it from a place of fullness. And when you live this way, wealth in all its forms becomes not something you chase, but something that continually finds its way to you. Visualization before sleep is a powerful technique because the mind is most receptive to suggestion in the moments before drifting into unconsciousness. This is when the conscious mind relaxes and the subconscious becomes more open to absorbing images, ideas, and feelings without resistance. When you intentionally choose to fill your mind with pictures of the life you desire, you plant seeds in the fertile soil of your subconscious, which will continue to work on them throughout the night. The subconscious mind does not differentiate between what is vividly imagined and what is physically experienced. To it, both are equally real. This is why athletes rehearse their performances mentally, and why successful people often speak of seeing their achievements long before they manifest. By creating a detailed mental movie of your desired reality before sleep, you are instructing your subconscious to accept that reality as true and to orchestrate events, opportunities, and ideas that bring it into form. To make visualization effective, you must engage all your senses. If you desire financial abundance, don't just imagine seeing a bank balance. Feel the excitement in your body. Hear the sound of success in the voices around you. Smell the fresh air of the new home you own. Taste the food at the table you've dreamed of. The richer the sensory detail, the more your subconscious accepts the image as real. It is important to combine this imagery with the emotional state you would feel if your desire had already manifested. Emotions are the glue that holds the vision in place. Without the feeling of joy, relief, or gratitude, the images remain abstract with emotion. They become living experiences in your mind. The subconscious responds most powerfully to emotionally charged ideas. And so the more you can infuse your visualization with genuine feeling, the faster it begins to work. One of the greatest mistakes people make in visualization is treating it like a wish rather than a present reality. If you imagine your dream as something that might happen someday, your subconscious records it as distant, and your energy vibrates with longing rather than possession. The key is to step fully into the vision and dwell in it as though it is happening now. Walk through the scenes as if you are already living them. Speak in your mind as though it is done. Feel the satisfaction as if you have already received it. This shift from wanting to having is the bridge between desire and manifestation. Before sleep is an ideal time for this practice because the mind will carry those last images into the dream state, where the subconscious processes and integrates them without the interference of doubt or distraction. The visions you hold just before sleep are often the ones that set the tone for the coming day, influencing the ideas you receive, the decisions you make, and the people you encounter. Nightly repetition strengthens the imprint, creating a consistent internal message that your subconscious works to match with external reality. Visualization also works best when combined with belief. If you visualize something, but secretly believe it's impossible, you create inner conflict that slows manifestation. This is why it can be helpful to start with smaller, believable goals and gradually expand your vision as your confidence grows. Over time, as you see your visualizations becoming reality, your faith strengthens, and you find it easier to imagine even greater possibilities. Faith acts as the fuel for the vision, energizing it with certainty. You can enhance the process by ending your visualization with gratitude, thanking the universe or God for making it so. This seals the vision with a feeling of completion and reinforces the message to your subconscious that it is already yours. You can also use affirmations during visualization to deepen the effect. For example, as you imagine your dream home, you might repeat, "I am so grateful I live in my beautiful home now." Pairing an affirmation with an image creates a double imprint, words and pictures, making it even more potent. As you make visualization before sleep a nightly habit, you will notice subtle shifts. Ideas will come to you unexpectedly. People and opportunities will appear in alignment with your vision, and your own thoughts and actions will naturally steer toward its fulfillment. This is the mind's creative process at work, translating the inner image into outer form. Done consistently, visualization before sleep is not just a pleasant exercise, but a deliberate act of creation, setting the stage for a life that unfolds exactly as you have seen it in your heart and mind. Letting go of attachment to the outcome is one of the most liberating and powerful steps in the process of manifesting your desires. Many people unknowingly block their blessings because they cling so tightly to how, when, and through whom their dream should arrive. They pray or visualize for something, but then they keep checking for signs, worrying about the timing, and mentally forcing the process. This anxious energy communicates to the subconscious and to the universe that they do not truly believe it will happen. True manifestation requires trust, and trust is shown by releasing control and allowing the higher intelligence to orchestrate the perfect way for it to unfold. When you let go, you are not giving up on the desire. You are releasing your grip on the fear, doubt, and impatience that strangle the flow of abundance. Letting go also allows space for better outcomes than you may have imagined. Often, our human minds are limited in vision, setting goals based only on what we already know or have seen. But the universe has infinite resources and pathways far beyond what we can calculate. By trying to dictate every detail, we might unintentionally shut the door on something greater. Surrender means trusting that once you have planted the seed of your desire through thought, feeling, and action, it will grow in the best way possible, even if the path looks different than you expected. The farmer does not dig up the seed every day to check if it is sprouting. They water it, nurture it, and trust the natural process. In the same way, you must give your desires the time and freedom to manifest in their own season. This release of control is also a deep act of faith. It is saying, "I know that what is meant for me will come to me, and I trust the timing." Faith transforms the waiting period into a time of preparation, rather than frustration. Instead of obsessing over whether it's working, you can spend your energy becoming the person who is ready to receive the blessing. This might mean learning new skills, improving your mindset, or developing the discipline to handle the abundance you are calling in. The letting go is not passive. It is an active cooperation with the divine order of life. Another important part of letting go is detaching from the. Many people visualize their dream, but then become fixated on one narrow road for it to arrive. For example, they might think, I can only get rich if I land this specific job, or I can only find love if I meet this particular person. But sometimes the job falls through or the relationship ends, and they feel devastated, thinking their dream has died. In truth, the universe may have simply cleared the way for something far more aligned. By letting go of the exact method, you allow endless possibilities to deliver what you desire. Sometimes in ways so miraculous, you could never have scripted them yourself. Releasing attachment also frees you from the emotional roller coaster of expectation and disappointment. When you are too attached, you ride high when things seem to be going your way and crash when they don't. This instability sends mixed signals to your subconscious, making it harder to hold the vibration of your desire. But when you let go, you maintain steady faith regardless of temporary appearances. You can say, even if I cannot see it yet, I know it is coming. This consistency is a powerful magnet for manifestation. One way to practice letting go is through gratitude and enjoyment of the present moment. When you truly appreciate what you already have, you signal to the universe that you are abundant now, not just when your goal arrives. This shifts your energy from lack to fulfillment, which draws more blessings toward you. Another way is through affirmation, such as, I release my desire to the perfect outcome in divine timing. Saying this regularly reminds your mind that the burden of making it happen does not rest on you alone. Ultimately, letting go is a balance between desire and detachment. You keep the vision alive in your heart, but you hold it lightly enough for the universe to breathe life into it. You stop grasping, pushing, or forcing, and instead rest in the assurance that what is meant for you is already on its way. And when it arrives, often sooner and better than you dreamed, you will understand that the very act of releasing was the final step that allowed it to flow into your life with grace and ease. Maintaining a spirit of gratitude and expectancy is like keeping the door of your heart wide open for blessings to enter. Gratitude is more than saying, thank you, when something good happens. It is a deliberate choice to focus on what is already working in your life and to acknowledge every gift, big or small, with appreciation. When you end each night by listing the things you are grateful for, you shift your energy from a place of lack to a place of abundance. This shift is vital because the subconscious mind responds to the emotional tone you carry. If you go to bed feeling content, blessed, and expectant of good, you align yourself with the frequency of more good things. Gratitude says to the universe, I recognize the value in what I have, and I am ready to receive more. Expectancy is the companion of gratitude. While gratitude looks at the blessings of today, Expectancy looks toward the blessings of tomorrow with confidence. It is not wishful thinking, but a settled belief that good things are on the way. When you combine gratitude for the present with faith for the future, you create a powerful magnetic pull for your desires. This mindset keeps you alert to opportunities, open to unexpected avenues, and resilient when things don't go exactly as planned. An expectant heart doesn't become discouraged by delays. It understands that delay is not denial. Instead of saying, "It's not here yet, so maybe it's not coming," you say, "If it hasn't arrived yet, something even better must be in preparation." Carrying gratitude into your nightly routine also sets the stage for your subconscious mind to work in your favor while you sleep. The thoughts and feelings you have before bed sink deeply into the subconscious, which continues to process and act upon them during the night. If you go to bed replaying problems, resentments, or fears, you plant seeds of worry that grow into more of the same. But if you fill your mind with gratitude and positive expectation, you plant seeds of abundance, joy, and solutions. By morning, you often wake up with renewed energy, fresh ideas, or an inexplicable sense of peace. This is why it's so powerful to make gratitude your last conscious act of the day. It creates a bridge between your desires and your reality. Gratitude also dissolves resistance. Many people unknowingly resist their blessings by focusing on what is missing. This focus creates an energetic wall that blocks the flow of good into their lives. But when you practice gratitude, you lower that wall. You stop telling the story of not enough and start telling the story of already blessed. This change in narrative transforms the way you speak, think, and act, which in turn shapes your reality. People who live with gratitude tend to notice more opportunities, receive more kindness from others, and experience more synchronicities because they are tuned to the frequency of abundance. Expectancy adds momentum to this process. Gratitude without expectancy can make you settle for the status quo, while expectancy without gratitude can make you restless and dissatisfied. Together, they keep you grounded yet forward moving. Each night as you express thanks, you can also affirm your trust that more is on the way. You might say, "I am so thankful for today's blessings, and I look forward to even greater blessings tomorrow." This combination sends a clear signal to your subconscious and to the universe that you are a willing and ready recipient of abundance. Another beautiful effect of gratitude and expectancy is the way they transform challenges. When difficulties arise, a grateful heart looks for the hidden lesson or benefit, and an expectant heart trusts that the situation will lead to something better. Instead of being crushed by obstacles, you begin to see them as stepping stones. This attitude not only preserves your peace, but also keeps your vibration high, which is essential for attracting positive outcomes. Over time, practicing nightly gratitude and expectancy rewires your inner world. You become less reactive to external circumstances, and more anchored in the knowing that life is always working for your good. You stop chasing blessings and start attracting them naturally, because your energy becomes a match for the life you want. This is why so many people who live by this principle find that they wake up not only richer in material ways, but richer in joy, love, health, and peace. They understand that wealth is not just about money. It is about living a life overflowing with the things that truly matter. And it all begins with closing each day in gratitude for what is and opening your heart in expectancy for what is to come.